Hello, my name is Agent Nikki Kenda with Horrific Encounters, and today we'll be discussing the apocalyptic horrors of what is left behind after nuclear annihilation. We'll be talking about the McClellan Family Town Home, left to rot for 200 years in the capital wasteland of Fallout 3. Coming out of Foggy Bottom Station and turning left on the corner of Canal Street and Bradley Place, you see the building. 2026 Bradley Place, and the door is unlocked. Walking through the front door, you enter into a living room, still furnished, waiting to entertain guests. To the left of the room is an ironing board, a crate of empty milk bottles, and right next to the door, a lonely baby stroller. Under the stairs is a room storing the only living member of the family left, a Mr. Handy unit. Looking at the Mr. Handy control terminal, it reads, "Welcome home, Miss McClellan. Please choose a task." The terminal has 5 options: deactivate unit, walk Muffy, pick up grocery order, read children a bedtime poem, and lastly, home security mode. When asked to walk Muffy, the Mr. Handy floats out the front door and goes to the backyard. Here we see a dead dog laying in the tall grass. After trying to walk a corpse, the Mr. Handy gives up and goes back inside. When asked to pick up grocery order, the Mr. Handy leaves the house again and floats down the street to the cornucopia of fresh groceries and picks up a 200-year-old DoorDash order. 2.5 stars. When asked to read children a bedtime poem, the Mr. Handy moves through the house to a small room at the bottom of the stairs and, oh, dear God, the skeletal remains of what appears to be a child lays on the top bunk, still holding a teddy bear. The Mr. Handy unknowingly recites a poem to a long-dead, forever sleeping child. The rest of the house is not very remarkable. Up to the stairs is a master bedroom, and down the stairs is the kitchen. The one thing I noticed was that there were no skeletons of any adults. Where were they when the atomic fire rained on October 23rd, 2077? Were they home safe? Or were they at work, away from their scared child? Or did they die together somewhere else entirely? Only dust of the apocalypse knows the answer. So what does all of this mean? What's the importance of this random, unmarked location within the capital wasteland? Well, it's a reference to Ray Bradbury's short story, There Will Come Soft Rain, published May 6, 1950, in an issue of Collier's magazine, later released again in the Martian Chronicles. The story details the everyday of a futuristic automated house in Allendale, California, after the dropping of atomic bombs on U.S. soil. Scorched outlines of the homeowners and their children mark the wall outside, and the house still functions, cooking, cleaning, and working as intended, even though no one is there to live in it anymore. The family dog comes back sick and irradiated. It wanders the house looking for its family, but dies all alone. The house quickly disposes of the pet like it was nothing but trash. After a storm causes a tree to crash through the kitchen window, knocking cleaning fluid onto the stove. This causes a fire that the house cannot handle alone. The house burns down, and the fire consumes all the technology and structural elements, leaving only one wall repeating the date as the sun rises. Today is August 5th, 2026. In an analysis written by Nasrallah Mambrol on January 17, 2022, they say, when considered on its own, Soft Rains is a warning. The house is modeled after concept homes that showed society's expectations of technological advancements. Bradbury, who is a proponent of space exploration and technological progress, satirized his concept, homes, by showing their applications. The house cooks meals, cleans messes, and warns off intruders, all for a family whose disintegration is memorialized by paint silhouettes on the house's otherwise charred west face. The absence of the family shows how the automated house is an example of technology gone too far because it replaces the most human aspects of life. Perhaps the most striking example of this replacement are found in the house's suggestion for entertainment. It produces bridge tables and reads poetry. In Soft Rains, technology has supplemented diversion and art. In a similar fashion, the nuclear weapons that decimated the surrounding landscapes supplanted by their use human diplomacy, just as the house's family did not wish to work hard to make their house a suitable home, world powers do not want to work out their problems among them. Within the capital wasteland of Fallout 3 stands a house, with no one to live in it, still working as if it did. The world around it lost to fire and war, and yet it remains. There will come soft rains, and the smell of the ground, and the swallows circling with their shimmering sound, and frogs in the pools singing at night, and wild plum trees in tremulous white. Robins will wear their feathery fire, whistling their whims on a low fence wire. And not one will know of the war, not one will care at least when it is done. Not one would mind, neither bird nor tree, if mankind perished suddenly. And spring herself, when she woke at dawn, would scarcely know that we were gone. Not all horror is men in mass killing campers. Sometimes the horrors of war, and the destruction it leaves behind. My name is Agent Nicky Kinda with Horrific Encounters, and I thank you for watching.